name is Oliver Westmoreland. I am an OISC registered Level 3 advisor and a consultant with GSN Immigration. I welcome you to our YouTube channel. Today's video is about marriage visitor visa. I will be giving you, hopefully, extremely useful and interesting information about that and answer most frequently asked questions about this subject. Please hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to receive our latest videos. Marriage visitor visa. It is a type of visitor visa, as you might well imagine. Like other types of visitor visa, it is for a maximum period of 6 months. You can only spend 6 months, well, lawfully, you can only spend 6 months in the UK on a marriage visitor visa. What is a marriage visitor visa for? Well, it's to give notice to get married or enter a civil partnership in the UK, or to get married or enter into a civil partnership in the UK, and probably both. Probably you can't do the second one unless you've done the first one first. So typically, someone who comes on a marriage visitor visa comes to the UK, gives notice for marriage or civil partnership, and then if everything goes smoothly and the application is approved, then they actually do get married or enter into civil partnership. Now, you might say, what sort of person in what sort of situation would want to apply for this visa? Well, I thought of two main types of people, two main scenarios. Somebody wants to marry somebody who is settled in the UK, like a British citizen or somebody who holds settlement or somebody who holds an EU settlement scheme status, something like that. They would like to eventually settle in the UK and make their life in the UK. They don't want to get married outside the UK for whatever reason. They can apply for a marriage visitor visa, come to the UK, get married or get into civil partnership, and then go back home, and then at some point perhaps make a partner visa application to re-enter the UK. This is perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with this. Another type of person that I thought of wants to marry somebody settled in the UK and eventually settle outside the UK. But for whatever reason, they don't want to get married outside the UK. It's more practical or more convenient perhaps to get married in the UK. So such a person could come to the UK, apply for the marriage visitor visa, get married or enter in civil partnership, and then leave the UK and then eventually set up their life outside the UK with their settled partner. Processing time, it depends very much on the country, but somewhere within the region of between 4 and 8 weeks. You should get your decision within between 4 and 8 weeks, depending on where you're applying from. The fee is £95 sterling. You may have to pay the fee in US dollars using interesting and unusual Home Office exchange rates, or you may have to pay in local currency using Home Office exchange rates. You must, of course, like every other kind of visitor visa, you must provide evidence about certain things. For this particular visa, you need to provide evidence to show that you are seriously intending to give notice of marriage or civil partnership, and you're seriously intending to go through with it. You must show that you've done research, that you know what you're doing, and that you've got documents to prove that you've worked out how it's going to happen. Probably you've worked out where you want to give notice and so on and so forth, and what kind of wedding or civil partnership ceremony you're going to have, etc., etc. You need to show good evidence, good documentary evidence that you're serious about the project and that you've researched sufficiently into it. Now, this is a slightly funny subject. As it's a visitor visa, you need to show that you're going to return to your home country within 6 months. With other kinds of visitor visa, you might like to show that you've got an important family life in your home country. Of course, this is a bit different because the visa is a sort of an attempt to create a new family life. So you can show perhaps that you have family members in your home country that you're close to. It could assist the application. Perhaps even more important, you want to show that, for example, you have a job in your home country. You have to show that you have holiday leave from your job. If you're very clever, you get a nice letter from your employer stating that this person has a job with us, they earn so much and so much, that they have been given holiday leave for this period. This makes the visitor visa application stronger. Don't forget, there's always a suspicion, someone who's applying for a marriage visitor visa, there's always a suspicion that they're not planning to go back home, that they're somehow planning to just stay in the UK and become an overstayer after their visitor visa is finished. Now, you have to do everything that you can to convince the Home Office that in fact you understand the rules, you know that you've got to return home when you've gone through with the marriage or civil partnership, that you understand the rules, that you are going to go back home. If you can make that point sufficiently strongly, hopefully it's going to be a strong application. Another important point, you must state and you must show that any previous marriages, previous civil partnerships, previous relationships have been either annulled or terminated, and you're free and single.
Thank you very much, Oliver, for providing such useful information about marriage visitor visa. We do have some questions that we get asked frequently, and I'll put them forward to you.
All right.
One of the question is, can you apply for a spouse visa after you have got married to someone in the UK on a marriage visitor visa?
Let me answer this question very clearly. Only if you've gone back home. You cannot apply for a spouse visa in the UK after having successfully applied for marriage visitor visa. You must return home, but if you return home, then certainly you can, and you can apply as soon as you like.
Great, thank you. Another question, although you have given this information, but I'll just bring it up again. How much does a UK marriage visitor visa cost?
Well, as visas go, it's a bargain basement price, only £95 sterling, but you may find, in fact, I think you probably will definitely find that you don't pay it in pounds, you'll probably pay it either in US dollars or local currency, and the exchange rates are very, very high. But as fees go, it's pretty cheap, I suppose.
Great, thank you. A lot of people seem confused about the difference between marriage visitor visa and fiance visa. Could you please give us some information about that?
It is quite confusing, actually. It's a good question. You know what a marriage visitor visa does, as I just described. It allows you to come to the UK, get married, go back home. Or civil partnership, go back home. Fiance visa is a bit different. Fiance visa, like marriage visitor visa, it's granted for only 6 months. However, the important difference is when you're in the UK on a fiance visa, you can switch to spouse visa or civil partner visa. You don't have to return home. It sounds good. The only very slight disadvantage is that the fiance visa is much more expensive than a marriage visitor visa, but that is the main difference. So you can come to the UK as a fiance. You can't work as a fiance, but you can get married or get into civil partnership as soon as you like. And once you've done that, once you get your spouse visa or civil partner visa, then you can go ahead and work and have all the rights associated with that.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for clarifying that. It is a part where people get confused a lot. Another question for you, please. I have a visit visa refusal in my previous immigration history, and I'm thinking to apply for a marriage visitor visa. Will the previous refusal have any impact on this new application?
It would depend very much on the reasons. If it's something bad, you're accused of having exercised deception, something like that, it could have an impact. However, if it's something more general, technical, for example, the decision maker wasn't satisfied that you had enough money in the bank to do what it said you were going to do, something technical like that, there's no really strong reason why it should impact. But of course, you would have to address the reasons for refusal in the previous refusal application when you made your new marriage visitor visa application.
Brilliant. It's always best to then clarify the previous refusal and approach the new application.
Yes.
Awesome. Another question, please. Can I work on a marriage visitor visa in the UK?
The simple answer to that question is no, you can't.
All right. Perfect.
Do you need any clarification, or is that clear enough?
I think it's clear enough. Perfect. Thank you so much, Oliver.
Can I add one little thing?
Yes.
We
sure.
were talking about the difference between a fiance or proposed civil partner visa and a marriage visitor visa. Fiance or proposed civil partner visa, this is for someone who's definitely intending to make their future in the UK. Now, someone who's applying for a marriage visitor visa might not be, but someone who is applying for a proposed civil partner visa or fiance visa, they are intending to make their future in the UK, definitely. That's how it works.
Brilliant. Perfect. This sounds great. So they are actually clarifying their intention from the start that they do intend to settle in the UK after this.
Yes, if you apply for a fiance visa or proposed civil partner visa, it's deemed to be a settlement application. It's deemed by the Home Office to be a settlement application. You're intending to make your life and your future in the UK with your partner, if all goes well.
Awesome. That's really good. It does come. I do have a question with that, please. So the settlement period usually for spousal visas or anybody entering on a settlement visa is 5-year route to settlement.
Yes.
Does the period spent on fiance visa also become part of that 5-year period or not?
No, it does not. Your 5-year clock only starts when you get the spouse leave or civil partner leave. The 5-year clock doesn't start until you get that leave. Leave as a fiance or proposed civil partner, unfortunately, you can't add it on.
Okay, thank you so much for clarifying that. Lovely. Thank you for today's vlog, and
My pleasure.
we see you in the next vlog.
Yes, thank you very much. Bye-bye.